Hey, what's going on, guys? So in today's video, I just wanted to go over some really cool tips and tricks for Sage. And I'm going to be showing some really cool slow orb spots that the enemies are going to be scratching their heads and wondering, where was he? How did he throw it? What did he do? So yeah, let's get right into it. Alright, so before we begin the video, I just want to say that these 5 orb spots are probably the 5 that I tend to use the most in game, that I found were the most useful, where you don't have to peek any weird angles and risk getting shot. They're all safe, they're all really awesome. And the last orb spot, I gotta say, is probably the most frustrated I've ever been learning it, but it really does pay off because how devastating it is to a defense. So be sure to leave a like, drop a sub if you're new. It really does help out a lot, and you don't want to miss all the videos that I've got planned coming. A lot more like this. Let me know if you want more Sage spots, what kind of videos you'd like to see. But other than that, let's get right into it. So the first cool spot is on the map Bind, and this one lands on the Heaven balcony overlooking A. And it's just an awesome orb to have if you're worried about an AWPer or somebody always chilling up there in Heaven. And if this orb lands at their feet, they're going to want to get out of there as fast as they can. And here's how to line it up. Okay, so what you're going to want to do is, as soon as you come out of T-spawn, turn right at A lobby, up all the way up against this wall. Line yourself up right in front of this big triangular looking tower. Line your crosshair up in front of this vertical line and even with this horizontal line right here. And you just jump, shoot, and you should be good. There it is. Alright, so this next one's on the map Split. This is probably my most used orb, and it hits all of top mid and is extremely useful for getting that important mid control. And after you land that, anybody that's stuck in there is going to want to try to get out of there, or they get stuck in a little corner and they can't move, so they end up dying. And here's how to line that up. Alright, so what you're going to want to do as soon as you come out of T-spawn, you want to come over here into B link on this bottom staircase, right in this little corner. And you line your crosshair up with the edge of this pink building and the very top of this ledge right here. And you just stand still, let her rip. Should bounce off that sign. And there it is. It's pretty sick. So yeah, this next one's a really awesome one, utilizing the tower in the middle of B. It covers all of B rafters and a bit into B heaven. It really sucks to push through it if you're trying to stop a B rush, especially if they have like a Viper wall down there. And it's a pretty easy lineup to get once you practice it a bit. And here's how to line that shot up. Alright, so what you're going to want to do as soon as you come out of T-spawn, you just jump on this little concrete ledge right here, stand all the way on the edge, and you line your crosshair up even with the top of the highest part of that tower in the middle of the right hand side. Line it up in the middle of those two, you just jump, shoot, bounces off the tower and lands right on Heaven, and there it is. Alright, continuing on to Haven. This slow orb spot is an awesome one for if you're scared of anybody camping Heaven and you don't want to peek it because they might have an op and just rail you as soon as you peek. It's a really safe spot, and if you want to rush A long, nobody's going to be peeking you from Heaven, because if they do, they're going to be stuck and a really easy kill. Alright, so what you're going to want to do is come right out of A lobby into A long, jump on this little pile of bricks right here as far back and as far to the edge as you can. Line yourself up with this little ledge, the crosshair in the middle, all the way to the left edge. Jump, shoot. Should barely go over and hit right into Heaven. Alright, so for this next one, it's a really insane orb that goes through the roof in B Heaven on Split, and it covers pretty much all of Heaven, so it's extremely useful for if you're trying to do a B rush. The only fact is that Sage is gonna be a little late because she has to be pretty much in T spawn, but if you got like a 3 or 4 stack, you can just tell your buddies to go full send into B as you're lining this shot up, and as soon as it lands, they can rush. Nobody's gonna be pushing from Heaven because it takes 4 hours to get through one Sage slow orb, so that's a really difficult shot to line up and get consistently, but with a bit of practice, it usually ends pretty well. And this is how you try to line that up. So once you spawn in T side, you want to come to this little wall right here, line your crosshair up about evenly with that tip of that little roof right there and that light up there. And a few milliseconds after you jump, you want to hit the orb so it can get the max distance it can. So you just run, jump, shoot, and with a bit of luck, it'll go right in the top of the building and down directly into Heaven. All right, so another really cool trick for Haven, if you haven't seen this before, is if you come into garage, right here on this right-hand side door, build a wall facing the door from yourself. You can do this right out of spawn. Just build it, run on top, and you've got a really awesome little cheeky angle that you can see as soon as they spawn. And if they try to do a rush, it's really hard for them to see you, but you can see them in clear as day and just start cleaning house.
What the heck are they doing?
I did get one. That wall is glorious. And just to show how frustrating that last orb lineup really is, I'm going to show a few clips of me wanting to throw my computer in the trash. But thanks for watching. Take it easy. Peace. You just run, jump, and shoot. And with a bit of luck, it'll go right in and it bounces off of the rail. Run, jump, shoot. As close to the end as possible with a bit of luck. Frick! Alright, so what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to... Alright, so as soon as you spawn in CT... Alright, so once you're...